friends, it's me, Jenny. I finally have a new t-shirt cutting video, and this one features 3 different t-shirts. One's a tank top, one's a short-sleeved crop top, and the other one is a long-sleeve shirt that's kind of short. I'll start with the spaghetti strap tank top. Pretty much I fold it in half and make sure it's laid out nice and flat, and then I cut strips down the back. Sometimes I find it useful to cut the first slit down the center of the shirt, and then I'll cut down the halfway points of the center on each side, and that seems to help me cut the strands with even width. If I think the shirt might fall apart, I'll just hand wash it in a bowl in the sink with detergent. But if you hand wash the shirt, you really don't need that much detergent. So anyway, I wound up really liking the tank top, and I'll probably get several more of those tank tops and do some more down the line. I wound up cutting slits all the way down the front as well, and I just cut the slits not so wide down the front. Sometimes if I'm not sure, then I'll add fewer cuts to start and then wait and see how I like it and add more later. Sometimes I'll think that a shirt is totally done and I'll wear it for a little while and then I'll add a whole bunch more cuts later. Okay, so this is what it looked like so far. I went ahead and put it on the mannequin that I have, which is really useful by the way, but not necessary. You can also weave shirts on a pillow or on a cutting board, or if you have a piece of cardboard, you can put a shirt around a piece of cardboard. But if you happen to have a mannequin, I think I got this one on Amazon for about $30 or something. I'll be sure to link any supplies that I used in the video in the description box below. When it comes to weaving the shirt, I basically just take the top strand and pull it through the next strand after that, and then pull the strand beneath it, you basically weave the strands through one another, starting at the top and going to the bottom. Once you get the hang of the basic weaving techniques, then you can get really creative with this and pretty much do it however you like. While there isn't necessarily a right or wrong way to do t-shirt weaving, there are some simple tricks that can make it easier. One thing I like to do is whenever I make knots at the side, I make sure that they're nice and secure. That way it's less likely to fall apart if I wash the shirt in the washer. If I think the shirt might fall apart, I'll just hand wash it in a bowl in the sink with detergent. But if you hand wash the shirt, you really don't need that much detergent. So anyway, I wound up really liking the tank top, and I'll probably get several more of those tank tops and do some more down the line. Here's the second shirt that I did. It's a short-sleeved crop top, and I wound up cutting off the sides up to the middle point of the shirt. By the way, I got all 3 of these shirts at Target, and they were all pretty reasonably priced as well. The tank top was only $3, and I believe the other shirts were $5 and $8. Once I cut off the half of the sides of the short sleeve shirt, I folded it in half and cut down slits all the way down the back. This top was kind of interesting because it was kind of wide and short at the same time. So I was trying to think of ways to make it more form-fitting around the center, but also kind of leave it nice and loose at the top because I like the way it's not too tight. So I cut some strips down the front of the short sleeve shirt as well. Here's the type of weave where, I think it's called a loop weave or something. With this type of weaving, you can loop the strand. When you pull the string through, then you can loop it and then pull the next strand through the loop. I really like alternating between the regular classic weave and this looping style of weave, and you can create some pretty interesting patterns with just these two different styles. When I get to the end, I tie it together and I try not to make it too bulky with those knots. Last but not least, I got the long sleeved shirt. Cool, so with the long sleeved shirt, I wanted to try making 2 rows of slices down each arm. So I folded it in half and then I kind of just divided with it how far I would be cutting on each side. The long sleeve shirt had seams along the sides, and so I just cut two rows of slits down each sleeve. I hope the speed of this video is okay. I know in the past some people have told me that the videos are too fast and other people told me they're too slow and too long, so I'm trying to get the perfect balance here with the length and the speed. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm always open to constructive feedback. A little sugar coating doesn't hurt. After cutting the slits down the sleeves, I cut off the seam of the shirt at the very bottom, and I did wind up using a chalk pencil for a few marks on this one, but A, the pencil kind of sucks and really can't see it very well. B, I didn't need too many marks on here, but I do want to try some better chalk in the future. Even regular sidewalk chalk I feel like would be better for this. Okay, so I wound up making 3 rows of slits down the back of the I basically started by folding the shirt and cutting down the center of the back, and then doing the same on either side, and I just did the best that I could. I had to pause and repaint my nails, and I wanted to show you these really pretty colors that I used. The pink that I used for the base was one that my sister sent. I thought you would appreciate, it's like this really pretty pink metallic. I don't even know. And then there's Sally Hansen Extreme Wear Rockstar Pink. And then Sally Hansen Glitter Ice Queen. I love these nail polishes, they're so pretty. Anyway, so for this one, I wound up taking this long sleeve shirt and putting it around a pillow for the weaving, but immediately I wound up ripping it where I did not mean to, so already I was off to a bad start with this after all the effort I put into cutting all these slits all meticulously. I already wound up kind of ripping it apart. So I was trying to be really careful after that and weave it as best as I could. And I kind of just weaved around the accident and tried to weave it together so that it wouldn't fall apart. Once again, I'm really careful where I wind up tying the knots, and I try not to tie too many times or too tightly. The way this shirt fits, it wound up being kind of baggy around the center, and then the arms were kind of tight. So I'm still not sure if I'll wind up adding some weaving or other decoration to the front. I might even cut just one slit down the very front of the shirt, like halfway down from the bottom up, and then just tie it in a little knot. I had some fun with the backside though, weaving the 3 different rows and trying to make it look pretty fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have been trying to make some cooler fashions for my hula hooping and trying to get back in shape with yoga, and I found out that I have this cool belly dancing sword. I think it's supposed to be for belly dancing. It's the type of sword that is meant to be balanced on the head and like a dance sword. So I've been looking up cool tutorials for dancing and sword balance and trying to learn some more tricks with the hula hoop. And I've been doing a lot of workouts indoors. I'm looking forward to some more awesome fashion, and also looking forward to rocking this fashion in nature and maybe getting some cool shuffle dancing and or hula hooping videos outside. Since my mannequin doesn't have any arms, I had to borrow my friend, and I just used my legs for weaving the arms of the shirt. It turned out okay. If anyone winds up making any shirts of their own, feel free to link them in the comments. I would love to see them. Have a great day, friends. And oh yeah, by the way, special shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you very much. I've got a handful of Patreon supporters, and every month I try to put out at least several videos, whether they're past broadcasts from my Twitch streams or highlights or short videos on Instagram TV. I do my best to release several videos every month, and I'll add the Patreon supporters in the credits. So thanks again who's been watching my videos, liking and sharing, and thanks so much to my viewers on this channel and on my other channels as well, and special thanks to my Patreon supporters too. Have a good day, friends, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.